Hey, what's up guys, it's me your boy Orbancast aka Vinesh back here with another brand new video, and I hope you guys are having a great day. So we are here for the Brazilian Grand Prix Friday main race qualifying review, and without any further ado, let's get right into the video guys. Well, starting off with Q1, the Q1 knockouts were Tsunoda in P16, Ricciardo in P17, Bottas in P18, Sargent in P19 and Zhou Guanyu in P20. With the Q1 session showing us how close the delta is between the drivers, the 20 drivers were covered by 9/10 of a second at max, and the delta gap between the top 5 was less than 2/10 of a second. Brazil always delivers a spirited weekend. The only race weekend that I have high hopes for to deliver a power-packed thrilling weekend as we near the end of the season was Brazil, as Sao Paulo has never delivered a bad race in my memory. It seemed like Ricciardo had Tsunoda covered but sadly couldn't string up a lap together to get out of Q1 and got out qualified by Tsunoda. On the other hand, the Alfa Romeos just doesn't seem to have the one lap pace around this track, which the knockout of both their drivers made it evident. Sargent, with his recent improvements in his pace, I thought he could make it into Q2 at least after his teammates' blistering lap time to end Q1 in P10, but it's sad to see that he got knocked out, but I hope he can make some inroads in the race on Sunday. So with that being said, now let's move on to Q2. Well, Q2, if the top 5 being split by 2/10 of a second was impressive, then the top 10 in Q2 being split by less than 4/10 of a second is by no means a lackluster figure. With the Q2 knockouts being Hülkenberg in P11, Ocon in P12, Gasly in P13, Magnussen in P14 and Albon in P15 rounding off the knockouts of Q2. The Alpine doesn't seem to have the one lap pace to get into Q3, but still it was a solid effort from the drivers of the team. I don't know what to make out of the Alpine team, as they are just getting poured in with the investments, but the improvements are not showing themselves. They are extremely inconsistent, and right now they are in the no man's land by running their own championship with no one to contest them or for them to contest against this year. With Albon's lap time getting deleted for track limits, Albon got knocked out in Q2. I feel like the lap to get into Q3 was there, and it's just a missed opportunity from Albon and Williams. But knowing that there's the pace to score some points here is a promising sight for tomorrow's sprint and Sunday's race. Haas had the entire track to themselves and pretty much had the cooler track conditions. I expected more from them honestly, at least from Hülkenberg's side of the garage, especially with the lap time that is set in Q1. But that's another disappointing qualifying from Haas. With that being the end of Q2, now let's head into Q3. Well, Q3. That was rather an unexpected and abrupt end to the session, with the rain red flagging the session, bringing an end to the qualifying for the main race. Well, it got really dark and everyone walked into this weekend expecting to have some rain on Friday. And that's exactly what happened, as drivers who went out early as soon as the Q3 session was green flagged managed to pump in an undisrupted lap time, with Max taking pole followed by Leclerc in P2, Stroll in P3, Alonso in P4, Hamilton in P5, Russell in P6, Norris in P7, Sainz in P8, Perez in P9 and Piastri running off the top 10 main race starting order in P10. Well, as I said, the drivers who went out early managed to pump in a lap time that was slow but was still significant considering the circumstances. I think just like how last year Magnussen managed to take the very opportunistic pole, with some faster drivers being stuck behind him due to the red flags, I think we are here with the same fate, not with Max taking the pole, but with the faster drivers being stuck behind due to the stormy winds, red flags and rain. Norris, Perez and Piastri had the pace this weekend to start in the top 4, and if not for the wind, I feel like someone like Norris could have legitimately challenged Max for the pole here around Sao Paulo. And if not for the yellow flag for Perez in sector 3 on his flying lap caused by Oscar Piastri sliding off the track and the wind picking up around the same time, he could have been in the top 3, as he genuinely seemed to be on pace with his teammate this weekend, which is something that we haven't said in a very long time. But it's just gutting to see that even when it's not his fault, the universe just brews up a crazy concoction to pull his leg. McLarens are also someone that we need to keep a close eye on for the Sunday's race, as they seem to be on pace or have the pace over Max to maybe even challenge for the win here on Sunday. I hope Checo and the McLaren duo can have a smoother qualifying for the sprint tomorrow and recover some points there. For Checo specifically, I would want to appreciate him for finally rectifying his cause of pace deficit to his teammate, and honestly, I can't blame him for his qualifying result today as most of it was out of his own control. I would also like to touch upon the Aston Martins with a starting grid position of P3 and P4 for the race on Sunday. Whether it's out of luck or genuine pace, the team certainly has to take some positives and motivation from this performance, especially Stroll managing to out-qualify Alonso, that too for a top 3 spot, which is the highest he has ever qualified this season. He definitely has to take in some much needed motivation and drive out of this performance. So yes guys, that would be my review on the Sao Paulo Grand Prix Friday feature race qualifying. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button and also let me know down in the comments on what you thought of the qualifying session here today at Brazil, as I'm curious to know your thoughts and opinion on it as well. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Also hit that bell icon and turn on all notifications so you get notified whenever I upload a brand new video. It's me your boy Urban Cast aka Vinesh, and I'm out. Love you guys, stay safe, peace.